Magandang araw sa lahat! Ngayon ay tatalakayin ko ang unang bahagi ng ating lesson sa 4th quarter sa grade 9 math. Ito ay ang 6 trigonometric ratios. So sa lesson na ito ay mai-encounter natin ang salitang SOH CAH TOA. Pero bago natin i-discuss itong SOH CAH TOA, ay alamin muna natin at dapat nating tandaan na ang SOH CAH TOA ay applicable lamang sa right triangle. Dapat din nating malaman kung paano i-identify ang opposite side, hypotenuse side, at ang adjacent side. So kung ready na kayo, umpisahan na natin. So the sides of a right angle triangle are given special names. So sana all special, di ba? So, the sides of a right triangle or the special names given to the sides of a right angle triangle are the hypotenuse side, the opposite side, and the adjacent side. So, the hypotenuse is the longest side and always opposite to the right angle. So, first, identify nyo muna kung saan ang right angle nyo. So, kung may makikita kayong maliit na square dito, yan yung right angle nyo. And then, the side opposite to that right angle, which is this side, ito yung tinatawag nating hypotenuse side. The opposite and adjacent sides naman depends on your reference angle. Example, ang reference angle nyo ay andito. Let's say this is theta. So, ang theta, it is used for the unknown angle. Para lang naman siyang variable. So, kung andito yung reference angle nyo, yung opposite side niya po, yan. Ito yung tinatawag nating opposite angle. Or opposite side rather. And then, yung katabi niyang side ng reference angle nyo, aside dito sa hypotenuse, ito yung tinatawag nating adjacent side. Another example. For this triangle, kita na agad natin kung asaan ang hypotenuse natin. So, ito yung right angle natin. Yung katapat na side, ito yung hypotenuse side. And then, example nyo ay, ito example nyo ang reference angle. So, ibig sabihin, yung katapat na side, ito yung opposite side natin. And then, yung kalapit na side ng reference angle nyo, ito yung adjacent side nyo. Kapag nagpalit naman kayo ng reference angle, example, andito yung reference angle nyo sa taas. Yan, lipat natin yung theta dito. So, yung hypotenuse, same lang yan because this is the longest side of the right triangle. So, sample, andito yung reference angle nyo. Yung katapat na side niya, ito yung opposite side nyo. So, di ba kanina, andito yung adjacent side nyo? So, nakadepende yung opposite and adjacent side nyo kung asaan yung reference angle nyo. And then, yung kalapit niya na side, ito naman yung adjacent side niya. See the difference? Okay, let's have another example. So, let's name the first triangle as triangle ABC. So, mabilis na natin ma-identify yung hypotenuse natin. So, yung side AC natin, this is the hypotenuse side. And then, example, your reference angle ay nandito sa angle A. So, yung opposite side niya is etong side BC. And then, yung adjacent side niya po, itong kalapit na side, this is your adjacent side. Pero example, ang reference angle nyo ay andito sa C. Hypotenuse nyo, ito pa ding side AC. So, yung opposite side nyo ay ito ng AB. And then, yung adjacent side nyo po ay etong side BC. Again, magpapalit or nakadepende yung adjacent and opposite side nyo. Depende kung asan ang reference angle nyo. So, let's move on to the second triangle. So, identify natin asan ba ang right angle. So, andito yung right angle. So, yung opposite side, let's name this triangle as triangle CAT. So, yung hypotenuse side natin, which is the longest side, the side AT or TA. So, let's just write HYP for the hypotenuse. And then, your reference angle example is A. So, your opposite side is side CT. And your adjacent side ay etong side CA. But if your reference angle ay etong nasa side angle T, same pa din yung hypotenuse nyo. Kahit ano ang maging reference angle nyo, same pa din yung hypotenuse nyo. Mag-iiba lang kung asan ang opposite and adjacent side. So, yung opposite side nyo ngayon ay etong side CA. And then, your adjacent side ay etong CT. So, hindi natin pwedeng maging reference yung right angle, kung asan yung right angle natin. Now, what are the 6 trigonometric functions after identifying where is the hypotenuse, the adjacent, and the opposite side? So, the 6 trigonometric ratios are the sine. So, it is sometimes abbreviated as SIN or sin. The cosine, abbreviated sometimes as COS or cos. The tangent, abbreviated as tan for tangent. And then, we have the cosecant, abbreviated as CSC for the cosecant. Next is the secant, abbreviated as SEC for the secant. And cotangent, abbreviated as COT. So, these are the 6 trigonometric functions in geometry or in trigonometry. For the 6 trigonometric ratios, we're going to use the SOH CAH TOA. So, ano ba itong SOH CAH TOA na to, ma'am? So, start muna tayo sa SOH. S for the sine. O for the opposite. H for the hypotenuse. And then C for the cosine. A for adjacent. H for still hypotenuse. And then letter T for tangent. Then O for opposite again. And then A for adjacent. So, tandaan nyo tong SOH CAH TOA. So, ibig sabihin, so sin theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Ito yung SOH kanina. SOH. And then, cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So, COH for CAH. And then, for TOA naman, we have tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent side. So, TOA, TOA. So, magtatanong kayo, ma'am, asan yung tatlo pa? So, we have the cosecant. Cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. So, etong cosecant ay inverse lang ng sine natin. Kung ang sine natin ay opposite over hypotenuse, ang cosecant natin ay hypotenuse over opposite. Then, we have the secant theta is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. Kabaliktaran naman siya ng cosine. So, kung ang cosine natin ay adjacent over hypotenuse, ang secant theta natin ay hypotenuse over adjacent. And then, for cotangent theta, kabaliktaran siya ng tangent. So, kung ang tangent theta natin is opposite over adjacent, ang cotangent natin or cotangent theta is equal to adjacent over opposite. Now, apply natin sa right triangle. First, identify natin kung asan ang ating hypotenuse. So, reference angle natin first is yung letter B. So, ibig sabihin, magpapalit yung angle natin. So, identify natin yung 6 trigonometric ratios. So, sin B. Yan, kasi ang reference angle natin ay nasa angle B. So, sin B is equal to SOH. So, opposite over hypotenuse. So, ang opposite natin ay andito. And then, adjacent natin ay andito. So, maglagay tayo ng number. Example, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So, ang sin B natin is equal to, ano ba yung opposite natin kung ang reference angle natin ay B? So, ang sin B natin ay opposite, which is 4, over hypotenuse. Ang hypotenuse natin ay 5. Now, the cosine, or cosine B. Cosine B ay, ilagay ko dito yung SOH CAH TOA. So, cosine. So, cosine B is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So, ano ba yung adjacent side natin? So, adjacent side natin ay 3. So, lagay natin 3 over hypotenuse. Ano ba yung hypotenuse natin? 5. So, ang cosine B natin is equal to 3 over 5. For the tangent B, that is equal to, for TOA, opposite over adjacent. Ibig sabihin, tangent B natin ay opposite. Ano ba yung opposite natin? 4 over adjacent side, which is 3. So, tangent B natin is equal to 4 over 3. Pwede na natin idiretso yung cosecant B. That is equal to, kabaliktaran lang ng sin B. So, you have 5 over 4. Then, we have secant B. That is equal to, yung kabaliktaran ng cosine, which is 5 over 3. And then, cotangent natin, or cot B, is equal to, kabaliktaran ng tangent. So, kung ang tangent B natin ay 4 over 3, ang cotangent natin ay 3 over 4. Paano naman po kapag ang reference natin ay nasa letter C or angle C? So, same pa din yung magiging hypotenuse natin, which is 5. So, ang magiging opposite side na natin ay etong 3 na po. So, ang adjacent side natin ay etong 4. So, identify natin yung 6 trigonometric ratios natin. So, we have sin C, kasi yun na yung reference angle natin. So, opposite over hypotenuse. So, yung opposite natin ay 3 na. So, you have 3 over hypotenuse is 5. So, sin C is equal to 3 over 5. Then, let's have the cosine C, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, ang adjacent side natin ay 4 over hypotenuse is 5. And then, tangent C. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, opposite natin ay 3 over adjacent side, which is equal to 4. Then, lagay na lang natin yung cosecant C, kabaliktaran ng sin C. So, you have 5 over 3. And then, yung secant C nyo is equal to 5 over 4. And then, yung cotangent C nyo po ay 4 over 3. Madali lang i-identify ang hypotenuse, opposite side at adjacent side, di ba? Madali din nating matandaan ang 6 trigonometric ratios sa tulong ng SOH CAH TOA. So, lagi nyo lang tatandaan ito. Ng opposite ng sine ay cosecant, ang opposite ng cosine ay secant, ang opposite ng tangent ay cotangent. Again, huwag kakalimutan ang SOH CAH TOA. Hanggang sa muli!